Now, this is going to amaze some of you. What you don't seem to know about yourself is you have a fight. Not only do you have a fight in you, that fight is within you against yourself. There's two parts of you. There's a part of you that is willing to fight for you, and then there's a part of you that is fighting against you. And what I mean by this is we struggle with understanding what we can do, who we are, and our value. So we tend to stoop. We tend to accept. We tend to allow others to cross our boundaries, and we accept that that is the way it is to be. Well, let's look at that. Why would you go into a store and have your purse or your wallet on you and allow someone to just open your wallet or your purse, go in, get some money out of it or your credit card, and use it for what they want to use it for? Well, if you would not do that with your material belongings, don't allow someone to come into your life or come into your home or come into your space and disrupt it. You have a fight inside of you to be able to control what you want and how you want it, when you want it, where you want it. But it starts with you. No one else can control that for you but yourself. Now, don't get me wrong. There are medications sometimes that can control things, like when people have anxiety or ADHD or, different things that they need control. But even after you're taking that, there is still a part of you that is going to say, hey, I need to fight for myself. I need to fight for my rights. I need to fight for what I believe in and my worth. When you're not able to do that, what happens is you're losing a battle with yourself. And really, you're fighting against yourself first before with anyone else. First of all, I want to say, and you're losing the fight if you're not fighting the battle and realizing where you need to come out on top. You're losing. You're losing. So a way to understand how to build yourself up to become who you want to become, to have the worth that you are, to let others see that worth that you are, and not allow others to step over that because you feel that you're less than that. So how do we do that? Again, I asked the question, how do you do that? How do you build it up? So first of all, like I'm always going to say, you need to pray. Let God lead first. Then second, you need to start from the beginning. You need to get out of your comfort zone of, I'm going to lay back and let the world run over me. You need to, I should say, what is helpful. You don't need to do anything, but I advise and what is helpful is to look into your own life and see what needs to be changed. And it is going to be done with a fine print. So you have to first of all, look at yourself in the mirror. Look at yourself in the mirror. Now, don't get me wrong. You need to start from the inside out. But first, look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself you can. Okay? And then start looking from within to find out who you are, what you want, and how you want it. And start with one thing at a time. If you try to accomplish all these goals at one time, it may not happen. Some people can, some people can't, but most of us cannot. Start out small. And it also depends on how insecure, how deep you are in allowing others to cross your boundaries, how deep you are in your battle with fighting with yourself. So when you first step, when you go back and start from the beginning, you look at, can you do it? You can. You have to tell yourself you can. And then you need to look at what needs to change first. What is the most vulnerable part of you? What is the part of you that needs to fight to get on top first? That's what you need to look at first. Everyone is different, so I can't name one specific thing. For example, in my case, one thing that I needed to look at was my worth. Okay, until I found out my worth, when I say my worth, who I was and the importance of me, and how no matter who I am or what I look like on the outside or what I do as a living in life, career wise, or whatever, what kind of car I drive, I still have worth. I still am valuable. I still need love. I still love myself, and once I realized that, I was able to hold my head up high. And no matter what anyone else thought about me, I needed to know that it did not matter because I am me. I am me and I love me. And I wanted to be me. I didn't want to be that other person. I didn't want to look at everybody else and want to be that other person. I needed to look at me and want to be me. And that's what I changed first. Like I said, everyone's going to be different. So what you need to look at is who you are and what you need to look at first. The most vulnerable part of you that is taking you to that fight that is losing your own battle with yourself. Start with that first. Then once you're able to establish that, because that's the hardest one, that is the one that's keeping you down the most, then go to the next after you got that. After you got that, go to the next. And then once you figure that out, go to the next. Some people need to write it down. That is helpful. Some people need to record it. Some people need to look in the mirror and say, you know what? I think I've accomplished that. Now it's time for the next. What is the next? Whatever it is that helps you get to that point, that is what you need to focus on. Once you get to that point, it is easier. It gets easier and easier. And before you know it, you are winning the fight with yourself. And not only you're winning the fight with yourself, you're now able to not allow others to step over you and cross your boundaries and look down on you, and it bothers you. It won't happen because you will know who you are and you will know your worth and you will feel your worth, and no one can take that away from you then. And then when you do all that, the decisions you make will be a lot easier for you. The discernment, the walk of discernment where right from wrong will become so much more fulfilling and easier for you. And you will realize, wow, I am worth it. I am valuable. I am me and I love me, and the self-love is strong, and your walk will look different. So just remember that when life is lifing, keep on living.